That's perfect. I
Hey,
got to get
folks,
my
welcome to
PC set up
session
too.
51 of the Sphere of Power. We have just finished up a major battle and taken a couple week break from our gaming, but we are back now. The party is licking their wounds after taking out not one, but two drow, a yoklo, and a contingent of spiders. That messed them up pretty damn good, but everyone survived, and some hatreds have been formed. The Goliaths still love their spider legs and are munching on them happily. But at this point, let's see, where are we at? You've explored most, but probably not all of the complex beneath the obelisk that you discovered. You have determined that this is at least two, maybe three separate complexes that have been adjoined over time. They don't seem to be easily inaccessible. The paths that you found to the different areas definitely seem to be lost and forgotten and not well trod. And there are a few areas in the dungeon where you are still have left open. That being said, I don't think I am revealing too much by saying that most of what you intended to accomplish by coming down here, you probably already have. You've confirmed that there is a cult operating beneath the oasis. You know that there are several factions looking for the Princess Shadala, the betrothed to Prince Hakim. I may not be getting the prince's name right, so let me clarify that. I'm getting a little rusty. But anyway, the firstborn prince and his betrothed bride. You know that there are several factions looking for her, but apparently they're all blaming each other. So your guess is that no one has her at this point. And that leaves probably one option left. Does anyone want to contribute their thoughts before I throw in too much DM knowledge?
The big bad that we released by accident when we were getting, what was it, the second gem, probably has her.
The Ifrit Pasha Kalatarius. You got it. And you even have picked up some clues as to where you believe Kalatarius might be currently hanging out. There was a location mentioned. It was a crypt. Does anyone remember the name of the crypt?
Bahadir is what I'm thinking of.
Remembers, yeah. Kaoli remembers, but Alex does not. And I don't have my notes in front of me because I'm still in the car.
And I know Alex is very reliable about keeping her notes, so I will say Kaoli is actually in real time. Oh yeah, we just found this. All right, let me get to the right one. No, not that one, not that one. There we go.
Yeah, Kaoli's probably flipping through her journal trying to find where she sketched the, where she wrote it down and maybe even sketched out a map.
So just to make sure you have the spelling correct, I put it into campaign play in Discord, but it is the Crypt of Badr al-Mazak. And you are aware that it apparently is somewhere to the northwest of the oasis, but that's about all that you know at this point. You have picked up several items inside the dungeon that you have not fully identified, explored, or revealed. And as I pointed out, there are at least a few sections that you had intended on returning to or continuing to explore. The most notable being the doorway to the west of where you guys currently are. Yeah, I did share the map, so you should see that.
I need you from it.
I'll be right back.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that we had all agreed to take a long rest in the chamber where you defeated the drow. And we were going to give you all last chance for any last minute pre-rest actions other than healing before I actually triggered the long rest and reset the combat tracker, which I did.
I want to say right off, I love the idea of a long rest. My wizard needs a long rest. Has there been enough time elapsed from, and this is where everybody's going to hit me, has there been enough time elapsed since the last time we took a long rest that we can actually do a long rest right now?
That's right. That was brought up. Thank you, Jim.
Well, just to remind you, we did take a long rest in the room up north before we entered this place.
Yep. So that is definitely too recent.
Was our fight bad enough? You know, if I'm fighting real hard or working out real hard, I might be able to get a solid, long nap, depending on how bad we exerted ourselves.
Well,
you know what I mean? So
how much energy can you expend in 42 seconds?
Oh, wow,
Right.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean, if it was a really long, drawn-out fight with a lengthy chase scene and hide and seek and flushing out and all that, yeah, maybe we could fudge it a bit. But 42 seconds of rapid combat,
Right.
yeah, that's about all it amounted to. And we spent 2 sessions on it.
Mhm.
I love the way game time maps to real life sometimes.
yeah. No, I'm not that spent. I still have some spell slots left because I was in silence the whole time, so I couldn't use any of my spells. But I don't have any divines. No, I can just do that. Yeah, I'm good.
Go ahead. Got about 10 minutes on this thing. Are you getting both? I'll check.
There we go. All right, so combat tracker is reset. All right. So
I mean,
that
I could
means-
go for a short rest, and I only have 9 hit points of damage left on me, so I could just roll a hit dice and clear that.
Can we do another short rest already?
If we already had one, I'm good. I'm fine with the 9.
I mean,
It's not that big a deal.
I am literally down to 2 first level spell slots is all I got left. And
Yeah.
We may be.
I used everything I had. I can recover. I've got my arcane recovery. I can recover a few spell slots with a short rest, but it won't refill me fully. That's for sure. I'm pretty much going to
Right.
switch to my longbow. So,
Well, I mean, there's really nothing against us going out and like the recap said, we have a lot of information. We know that there's that area that Matt wants to revisit, or that Varric wants to revisit, that's got all the evil behind the door.
Mhm.
I mean, with
Oh,
that
yeah,
knowledge, we
that's-
can
we
say
need a
it would
rest.
not be, and we would need a rest. I think that we would agree that we need a rest before we go in there. So let's go back into town, do some daily stuff, walk around, get our information out there, and remember the spots we got to come back to,
And
I
we can
guess.
check this door we haven't checked out to the west up here.
Right.
there is a door there. Okay, good. Okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
just an open hallway. Yeah, I think it's worth at least checking it and
Yeah.
having our stealthy people take a peek inside maybe or something and just see
Yeah.
if there's something we need to be worried about or not. Is there a
Yeah.
face on the door? That's the first question. Is
Yeah,
there a
weren't
face
the-
on the door that's going to scream at us?
Yes.
That's probably a good question.
Very good question.
Excuse me. Where are we? Up there. Oh, jeez. Tell you guys, it still blows my mind how much more stuff there is to cover.
Keith, didn't
So
you say you wanted to take a break
so
before
what
we
you're
start
saying-
doing all
Yeah, what you're saying is less talk, more killing.
this? Yes.
Well, it depends if you want to end it sooner rather than later, but I thought we were all enjoying this adventure.
It's been a really long one, but so far it's been pretty good.
I like the fact that, it's new content. That really is the
My wizard needs to stretch his chronal shift and time type things a little bit more, but test out the new abilities.
Back.
So is everybody? So everybody, we're going to go up and check out the west door, and maybe have Elohir or something like that peek inside and see if there's a see what's going on in there, and whether it's something that we think we could handle now or run away from for now.
Watch it be a room full of drow priestesses.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Did we take a short rest or not?
I believe we are going to take a short rest. You are able to do so. So, do we want to go
Okay,
ahead and do that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that makes
it's
sense.
too soon. Pretty sure it's too soon. Yeah, it's much too soon for a long rest unless we want to waste the entire day.
Yeah. You'll have to wait 24 hours, but we can
Yeah.
take a short rest. Go ahead and do that now. Anyone? Well, actually, can use any hit dice that you want to.
Am I down any hit points? Do I need to use a hit die?
No, you are fully healed.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm at yet either.
I
And
think
I'm
it-
trying to connect.
I show Kale having 1 point
Yep.
of
1 point
wounding.
down. Yep. Fekish and Haig are the most injured, but not significantly.
There we go.
Yeah, I would use some hit dice. Again, I'm still trying to get connected here.
You're not the only one
Yeah,
trying to
you've
get
got-
connected.
You have 8 points of wounding, so you
I
might
had
be able to
9
get it
and I
with
just cleared it.
1 hit die.
Yeah, I'll use the hit die then, if I got them to spend.
And I will use my once per day arcane recovery to recover up to 4, 4 levels of spell slot.
Nice.
So I just got to figure out what I actually want to recover.
A level 1 spell and a fireball.
Yeah, it is about that, isn't it?
Right.
Okay. And Haig, do you need me to roll for you?
If you could, please. Hopefully just for another minute here.
You got all 8 back. That worked out nicely. All right. So now I'm going to
Well,
try.
come down and find me, Benji.
Ooh, the wind blew this out of the window. I was able to catch it.
Come on. Come down here.
Dan, are you at the fair?
Yeah, I'm at the tower. My brother and I are going to be trying to set up for the demolition derby while
Nice.
we're playing. Yeah.
Did you
Okay.
get my text, Dan?
Not.
Okay, that's for the rest of you. There's the Hemlock Fair, which is like the Little World's Fair here in New York. I am taking my 2 6-year-olds this afternoon. That's why I've got to duck out a little early. So,
Okay.
so Dan, I'll be there, a little before or around 2 p.m. So,
Oh, that'll be okay. Perfect. So you'll have Gigi, Gav, the twins, and you, or just the twins?
we'll see. It's going to be the twins. Yeah, it'll be myself, the twins, maybe Gav if Merrigan is coming. Otherwise, he won't have anybody to bum around with. So he wasn't
Okay.
interested in going by himself. So yeah, and then Gigi's paying, or Gigi's friend is coming, but paying for herself. So
Okay. So yeah, I have 2 adults and 3 kids available. So
that should be good.
cool.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah, I am going to recover a first level and a 3rd level. So I have 1 fireball ready. So
Hell yeah, dude. And seeing that the wizard's a little spent, Bart will stay close.
So
I'm also not going to be the sucker to stick my head through that door. So,
I mean, I just healed up. I'll kick the fucker in if you say the word.
He'll wave at Kaeli as she goes by. Have fun storming the castle.
Yeah, Kaeli is going to float over to the door and listen. And I'm attempting to get my computer to cooperate, but it is being slow and annoying.
Can you listen at these doors because they're screaming?
Well, does it have a face on it?
They don't seem to be.
The other two did.
The two that had the faces on them, they're not screaming anymore.
Solid.
One at the end of the hallway does not have the face on it. And in this case, Redrith and Kaeli happen to notice a faint light flickering coming from underneath the door.
You're also away from your mic, Keith.
Okay, that better?
Oh, much better.
This thing's getting really sensitive. I got to stick it up my nose practically for it to pick up right.
Damn. That's
Oh, lovely. Yeah. All right. So we are waiting for me to get in so that I can make my move my token and make my stealth roll or listen roll. And honestly, if I can see a flicker of light, is there enough space for me to, you know, press an eye up against it and see if I can see anything?
It's coming from under the door.
Yeah.
And you can't really quite get your eye that close to the floor. It's not that
Okay.
wide of an opening.
Okay. But still, I can listen.
You can see enough to see that, you know, the first maybe 3 to 5 feet under the door is empty lighted floor. And you're
Okay.
guessing from the pattern, it's probably candlelit.
Okay.
As she approaches to listen, can I just stay with her and then divine sense as I get closer to the door to see if there's any celestial fiend or undead on the other side?
I don't see why not.
Okay. So yeah, I moved up to the door as sneakily as possible. And then I make, so yeah, I am flying and being sneaky. And that next one is for listening at the door.
Divine sense.
And let's see. All right, so your divine sense tells you that this is an area of evil. Evil has occurred here, but it just seems to be the general aura of this part of the complex. It's
Okay.
nothing like the concentrated auras of evil that you experienced in the northern part.
So as Kaeli passes, and I was probably about 15 feet away. As she passes, I'll step back and just be like, be careful. Evil. It's all evil.
And let's see, I don't believe. All right, so Kaeli, you're listening at the door, and between what you're listening to and what you're able to see, you know, in terms of the light under the door, you're reasonably sure there's nothing in that room that's active or making noise, but you're hearing something that sounds a lot further in the distance, and you can't quite tell where, and you're not quite sure
Oh boy.
It's like an occasional sound, like maybe something brushing up against rock. At one point you hear something that sounds like it might be a very distant sneeze, but nothing you can really pinpoint. Whatever it is definitely not immediately adjacent.
Could be more spiders. I like snacks.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm going to report back to my companions that there's something beyond there, but I'm pretty sure that that first area that the door opens directly into is empty, or at least nothing's making noise there. But there's something further away.
So do we crash and smash? Crash through the door, smash whatever's on the other side, or do we
Or
sneaky, sneaky?
see if the door is locked, and see if you can just crack it open just a little bit to get eyeballs on what's going on in the next.
Spit on the hinges. Spit on the hinges.
That's true. Does the door
Yeah.
open towards us or away from us? Because if it opens towards us, the hinges will be on our side. If it opens away, the hinges will be on the other side.
And if it slides, there will be no hinges.
The handle is to your left. It appears that the door opens away from you.
Of course it does. So
Does the
yeah.
door seem to be locked?
Well, you didn't test it while you were over there.
Well, then I'll go back and test it.
Check for traps.
It does have a locking mechanism, but no, it does not appear to be engaged.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look at everybody else like,
Trap. Check for traps.
should we crack open the door?
Check for traps.
I'm all for
Like it.
I'm all for checking what's behind the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
Redrith would like to have the door opened. He will slide forward just a bit. He doesn't want to make extra noise, but
Okay.
he will have a firebolt at the very least ready to go if something happens.
Okay. Apparently,
Eric's gonna look at his
apparently-
wounds from the fire, the last door that blew up in his face, and take a few steps back.
and apparently I am checking for traps before people open the door.
Yes, please.
Okay, makes sense. Go ahead and do an investigation check. You do not find any sign of traps. No
Okay.
Is it
tripwires, no
locked?
triggers, the door is not
No,
locked.
it's unlocked.
Okay. I'm going
Watch
to
the
back
shouty
away
thing
and
is on the other side of the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to back away and let somebody else open the door.
Here's a question. If I were to take the time to cast detect magic, would I be able to see the shouty thing on the other side of the wooden door?
See the what thing?
If
The
there was
shouting
It's not
that
face.
shouting. Oh,
I know, but if it's on the other side of the door and not our side of the door, then we wouldn't see it until it went off. We just hear it.
That
Well,
is
the
a good
shouty
question.
thing, the face got you.
Right.
All right, if you guys want this door open, I'll open it. Just open it Like a normal door? Or do you want me to like?
I would say crack it open just a bit and look through
Okay.
and see what you can see. And obviously, then we go fast and hard if it starts being the shouty thing.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you need for that? I'll crack the door a bit and take a look inside. Varric will.
Well, there's no
I
lock.
think
There's pretty much very little chance of anything going wrong.
I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, as he continues with, and yet.
Yeah. And then you notice the sigil between your feet. Fuck. So you want a
The pit
perception
trap.
check as I peek inside the door?
All right, so the door, as I said, does not appear to be locked. Handle moves easily. You're able to poke open the door a little bit. No, that is not what you say or hear. Dog, shut up.
It's just a dog. Shit.
All right, so you're
Oh.
able to see about that much of the room.
Hmm.
It's a large room, only dimly lit by guttering wall torches. Fluttering shadows lie across wooden contraptions of inhuman torture. There is a sign scrawled across the length of the western wall, but you can only see the lowermost letters. You're going to pretty much, or the leftmost letters, so you're going to have to pretty much open it up. But it begins with REC.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Otherwise,
step into the room then.
there's no activity.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in. Do I see any traps on the floor in front of me? Am I gonna blow up?
A little late to be checking now, but no, you do not.
Sure. Click.
I'll step up to the door and look in also.
as will I. In fact, I will float. I will float
Making use
just
of that
inside
ring.
the door. Yes.
All right. So the sign scrawled across the length of the western wall says recreation room. There's the door on the north end of the east wall that you just came through, and the east end of the south wall that you see. But you also notice that to the east is a passageway that is barred by a large iron gate. It stands closed in the center of the east wall.
Somebody peek around that corner. Or very quietly, somebody should look around the corner.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I go over to that door, I'm gonna be like, tsh, 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 like.
Okay, I will float over there. I will float sneakily over there.
What's up with my painting? I can't stop it. The hell?
Gremlins?
Yeah, it's not letting me get out of paint mode. What the hell? Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, that's really weird. All right, let me try that one more time. Wow, they've really changed the way this works.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm having a hell of a time drawing something onto the screen right now.
oh.
And I just closed the window on myself.
Well, of course. I mean, isn't that how it's supposed to work?
You'd think. All right, I'm not going to bother trying to do any more, but those little purple dots are supposed to be bar gates or gate bars.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to float over and sneak a peek around the corner. Holding chambers, or holding cells, it looks like.
All right, so as you come around the corner, what you notice is a 20-foot by 30-foot central area flanked by locked cells with iron bar gates. A stumpy figure crouches behind a desk in the middle of the room, taunting and calling for help the second he sees you turn around the corner. He's making quite a ruckus, and you recognize him right away as a bugbear.
Okay. I was trying to just peek my head around and hopefully not be seen. But if I'm seen, then I'm seen.
Nope, he pretty much noticed the change in the shadows and heard the door open.
Not a problem.
But he is
Okay.
also behind the gate that you are sitting at, and he is not approaching you guys in any way, shape, or form. So give me one
Yeah.
second.
Oops, wrong window. I am going to come back over here, and be like, yeah, bugbear, sounded alarm.
And if he's shouting,
Bug
then
out.
we're probably going to get problems from here. That's my guess.
So maybe the brothers get the gate open and one of them guards the south door and one of them goes and handles the bugbear.
I can
Hacky
also
smashy?
I can also shoot arrows at that
It'll be about 15 minutes.
I'm more concerned
All right,
that we're
yeah,
going to
I'm gonna head
get
up that way.
visitors from here.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, I have one of the brothers guard that, and then one of us can go in and handle the guard.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like your ideas.
Dibs on the bugbear.
Hacky smashy.
Well, we got to get this gate open first. So, hey, you want to come help open this gate?
If you guys are going to smash, then we have to get the gate open.
Yeah.
If you guys
Yeah.
are not going to smash,
No.
then we don't have to
Hacky
get the
smashy
gate
the
open.
gate. Didn't you say the owl bear just made a whole bunch of noise?
Bugbear.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we have to. Doesn't mean we have to smash the gate up.
Yeah, we can
We
just
could
open
just
it.
shoot him.
All right.
Just shoot him.
Yeah.
All
Is there a
right,
lock
I'm
that
not
could be picked?
smashing
Maybe
the gate.
maybe it could be picked.
Well, we're sitting here trying to figure out how to deal with this fucker.
Or I can just use my bow and shoot the guy through there, and that'll stop the noise. Just another option.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was planning.
There you go.
I was going to Misty step in there also behind him and smash him.
Actually, Misty Step is an excellent way to do that too.
Yeah.
You are
And
really
I was
itching
going
to
to shoot him.
smash, so I'm completely content to let you Misty step in and
Well,
smash.
I mean, I could
So-
interrogate him once I get in there, or I could, totally back myself in a very terrible corner with
You
no
could-
backup.
You could just interrogate him all over that desk and not worry about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're not going to have backup because your
You guys
archer's
can
gonna,
shoot through, right? That's
yeah.
true.
Go ahead, step and smash.
So
Yeah,
I'm
go
at
ahead.
25 foot,
in and
30
smash.
foot. I'm gonna bamf in behind the bugbear.
And now
And I'm
you
gonna be
notice
ready
the
to shoot
3
him.
red dragons behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that really what you
And I'm-
expected
I'm-
me?
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
maybe a bunch of wolves with pack tactics surround me.
Oh, I'm gonna be ready to shoot him too. So, but I'm gonna let Varric have his smash.
I'm gonna ask him to
first.
stop. I'm gonna bamf behind him and be like, maybe you should stop with my hammer ready to fucking smash his face. Intimidation for making him stop and calm down a little. Or I'll kill him.
I'm staying partway. I'm staying in the door, kind of halfway in the doorway there, so I can duck out if something comes, bolting out of here, basically.
And I'm pretty sure Haig's in the room. I think he's got some decent range spells as well.
I've got some. Still trying to.
If you're talking, Keith, you're really quiet.
No, I'm not talking at the moment. I'm trying to get this set up. Give me just a moment.
Some issues with the Wi-Fi in the tower.
Mm.
I'm talking. The wind's probably blowing my Bluetooth.
I feel like my fan is too.
I'm still trying to get in.
And my computer just restarted itself.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, it locked itself. Okay, it didn't restart. Okay, good.
By the way, I talk on why rocket 5.8 on license free band, and the nano is 2.4. So that's the compatibility of those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to send this back. This is just like the reference that we sell it on yes. Although I read something that it was far superior Wi-Fi as it, but more throughput towards everything Wi-Fi. So anyway.
So we can't,
Now what we're looking for.
we can't use that as a base to set up a bunch of multi-points?
We can, but it's only for data. I mean, we could do that, to attach Wi-Fi to the remotes. Unless you want to set up separate Wi-Fi access for standalone in different locations, you could just put the multi-point network and have everything go through this rocket base
All right.
I mean, that's,
as the connection.
My
back to the
apologies for the
ISP.
delay there. Need to set up a few things.
I think that's the smarter way to do it.
So it's all in one network.
Right. And you could separate your wireless network from your wired. I don't know.
Yeah, like you said,
Also, Dan, you're unmuted.
have the remotes.
Oh, sorry.
Wi-Fi inside the building.
All right, so I don't know who was trying to move over by the bugbear, but keep in mind that there is a set of bars right at the entrance to that area.
He misty
Misty
stepped.
step.
Oh, okay. My apologies. So that was Varric.
Yep.
That is correct.
And Haig and KLE are prepared to back him up with ranged weapons.
All right. So let's see what's going to be the best way to do this. A little bit late, but let's do initiative. Oof. All right, so Varric is at the very bottom end of the initiative, and the bugbear actually had a pretty good initiative. So the bugbear is going to be able to attack first when he pops over.
Okay.
He's basically sitting there, he's making noise. He sees that there are things there and he's waiting for something to act on, but he is not running to the door. So he is pretty much in a readied stance. So with that in mind, and as Varric pops over, there we go.
Dan's trying to roll in Discord, but I don't think your roller is set up in the general channel for initiative.
In Discord?
I think he's having trouble keeping Fantasy Grounds connected.
Oh, who is?
I am, well, we're working on the Wi-Fi up here anyway, but yeah, getting connected. It's hard that the cell service here is kind of messed up too. So I'm doing my best, but I was going to try to roll my initiative in Discord.
I don't think he's got a bot set up for that.
I don't have any bots.
No bots.
Is everyone still here? Or did I
Yeah, we're
lose
still here.
everybody?
But yeah, I don't have any
We're
bots
still here.
configured to the channel. Are you hearing us?
All right.
Oh, hang on. My earphones died. Just a sec.
That would do it.
All right, so let's see. We'll do that. He's got a nasty little morning star that he's going to attempt to flail Varric with. Ooh.
Okay, I switched to wired. That's probably better anyways.
Okay. Interesting. All right, so the
Also,
bugbear.
Dan needs an init roll. I don't think Haig has any initiative yet. I think Dan's having trouble with his computer.
Got you. So let's see. Where is it?
On Google, I rolled a 10 plus my modifier, but I think my modifier is a -1.
Okay, what? There we go. Ta-da. And where's that? There we go. Okay, so his initiative's now set, and he's down there also with his brother. Both of them got really bad responses. However, so basically round begins. Other than Redreth, the bugbear pretty much is ready to respond to everyone else that's doing anything. But Redreth is hanging back, and as the party shows up at the bars, he's already making noise pretty much. So Varric comes over, Misty steps into the chamber. The bugbear wheels around as soon as Misty steps behind him, but in wheeling around, his morning star catches on his chest plate. And as he goes to swing at Varric, it actually rips off his chest plate. So basically, he just hit you with a set of armor. Or attempted to hit you with a set of armor.
So much for his ready action.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that was a very interesting fumble, I have to say. So yeah, he's basically flailing his chest plate at you, and then he's looking at it and looking down at his chest and looking up at you and kind of giving you a shit-eating smile. Would you like to respond?
Other than laughing?
That could be a response. Do we lose Matt?
I muted, my bad.
No worries.
Yeah, if he takes a swing at me, I'm not gonna try and intimidate him anymore. I'm gonna pummel him.
You're gonna what?
Pummel him. I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, then go ahead and swing. I don't know. Does the loose armor now count as a shield? Now with that roll, I ain't gonna worry.
It's because he was still laughing at him.
And I'm gonna
Oh, that was such an epic opportunity for a one-liner, though, you know?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Feeling exposed?
Hang on, I gotta activate my smite before I take this. Smite. Did it put it on me? Yes. $15 damage. Do I get my full round of attack? So I get my.
You didn't.
Ah, fuck. I targeted myself. Damn.
All right, so I'm just going to apply the wounds to the bugbear, which hurt him pretty good, but did not drop him.
Okay. And do I get my extra attack with the
If you-
surprise round?
If you want to, if it's
Yeah,
available.
and my mace is going to come around the other way.
Oh, that was so close to a 20.
It was. And
Yeah, it was like 20 and then just went to the 14.
never mind. Ooh, 8 points.
Still enough.
Oh, nice.
And you drop the bugbear. Not that that was meant to be much of a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna recommend.
And I immediately take a
Elohir.
defensive stance and look around.
Yeah. Elohir's eyeing this door, and like maybe we should get out of here.
Does the bugbear have any keys on him that like might unlock the main gate? Perhaps.
That's definitely worth checking, but I will also point out that over here on the right-hand side, let's see, that's going to be the best way to do this quickly. Where the purple X is a person. In 10-foot square cell, a haggard figure lies slumped on the ground. All the other cells appear to be empty, though.
Okay.
And each one of them obviously are sealed behind a gate. Checking the bugbear's body, he does have a set of keys on him. Imagine that. Not too hard to find as they're just hanging off of his belt. So with that, you presume you have the keys to all the cells and the main gate there. Bugbear is down. He obviously has drawn some kind of alarm, but the question is there anyone left to respond? You don't know. So I need to take a quick break, guys. We're going to do a 10-minute break.
Sweet.
And you guys can go ahead and discuss what you want to do or how you want to approach this other figure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely unlock the gate and get, one or two other people in here with me first.
All right, so I'll see you back here in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Kaylee's backing off, and I am this other door.
Well, we want to do a
So-
thorough investigation, so when they send the Sultan's people down here, it's safe. We can tell them it's safe. We killed everything. You're good.
Well, with the exception of the door to the south, are there any other entrances into this area? Because if dude's
No.
called for help, we may have already killed off the help that he was anticipating.
Exactly. Or there might be one or two other bugbears. As long as it's not drow, we're okay.
Yeah, I think we took care of. I would be guessing we took care of the major threat in the area.
For
Anything
sure.
else around here would be periphery.
Yeah. But this does look,
Looks like a holding cell. Like put.
yeah, but this torture chamber that is labeled as recreation area,
Yeah.
that seems very drowish to Kaylee.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So she is fully expecting more drow to come out of that door to the south.
So good. I got a decent amount of smite left in me.
So what is our plan? Are we booking it? Are we going through that door? Are we waiting to see if anything comes through the door?
We should
Well-
definitely investigate the one human dude. Find out what's going on
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, I think we should check out the door before we fuck with the human. Like, get a peek in that room. Is there any more hostiles in the area?
Agreed.
Secure this area and maybe sleep where we can lock the only entrance. Even though we're in the hut, you know what I mean? It sucked to wake up surrounded by shit. So at least here we further secure our location for a long rest at some point.
Yeah, long rest isn't going to happen for a while.
The same. This is a nice spot for a long rest.
We should definitely secure, lock down this area. Something to come back to.
Yeah, and I think we have to examine that room to the south just to
Yes,
make
absolutely.
sure also.
Because if the recreation room is written in common, I would think the drow would write it in their language. And that seems like a human joke.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around having a recreation room in a dungeon.
Ooh, does it have air hockey?
I now just got a mental image of a bunch of drow just on a beanbag smoking pot now.
Yeah, well, there's no way it's time for a long rest. It's currently
No.
what? Noonish, and we got up at 9:30 in the
6
morning.
or 7. Oh, yeah, geez. No, I'm just saying this will be a good location to secure before we go deal with the super evil. I think that's a good idea.
Kaylee is convinced is trying to convince people that we should not go after the super evil. We should go somewhere else. that the super evil is too bad.
Yeah, but if we
And
go tell people
not
that
where we
it's
want to
down
go.
here,
But the
And they
super
try to
evil might be
fight
the
it.
Ifrit too, right?
or one of his minions.
For no particular reason, KLOE is just convinced that going after the super evil is currently beyond our capabilities.
Well, yeah, we need a rest before we fuck with that.
Yeah, the wizard needs more fireballs.
Yes.
We need a
But
few
I
more.
definitely-
We need a bit more experience before we go after it.
I don't know if it's that.
That's okay. I can polymorph it into a turtle.
Yeah. Then we can just alpha strike a turtle. But yeah, I just Varric doesn't feel comfortable sending people down here to check this place out with that evil here, because it's just going to corrupt them and perpetuate what was going on down here. We're less susceptible to its whims, as it were. Smash. Or fireball it. Either route is acceptable.
So we're right. So it looks, guys, that my company might have gotten smart to the stuff I was using on my work computer. I noticed that it
boy.
wouldn't let me on D&D Beyond the other day, and now it's not letting me connect to the Fantasy Ground server. It says the host is using a unauthorized version, or the connection to the server is down. So I'm
Oh,
thinking
shit.
that so I'm thinking that my company has found that there are certain gaming sites that they may have missed.
Yeah.
So I may be out of luck until I get my other computer set up again.
My employer's
So
was nice enough to actually say we can use my Zoom account for this. So they know that I'm doing it and I'm allowed to.
That's cool. That's cool.
well, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually do
Yeah. So
my,
Keith, I'm
my
going to
desktop
have
to run
be
the alternate
remote.
version. The version that you guys see in the shared screen that I run the Billy Joe Bob.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's running on actually my work computer, which has nothing else on it. It just has the VPN software so that I can RDP into my network. And that is it. You're able to at least still see the Zoom screen, right? Dan? You're on mute again.
Yes, I can still see the Zoom screen. Yep.
All right, so then we can still make do, even if you can't connect right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I planned on being able to, but we haven't been playing Jim's game, so that would have been a test run. I do have a tower at home I can still run. I just haven't had it connected yet. And then, yeah, would be my luck that not being able to play today. But like you said, we'll make do.
Keith, if you want to give me Varric or Haig's sheet, I can get him pulled up.
I can probably do that. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Let's see.
And then you can just tell me what you want to do.
There is a way to give control of a character of whatever application is being screen shared through Zoom.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's
we did it in my other game because one of the players refused to upgrade from Windows 7, and Fantasy Grounds no longer runs on Windows 7.
Wonder why.
He would hop on the Zoom, and then one of the players would share their screen, and they would, and then through Zoom, they would be able to alternate who had control.
Oh, so they use like a remote client?
No, they use
you can-
Zoom.
Yeah, you can use Zoom to remotely control another desktop.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I was going to say we could
So,
remote Chrome remote desktop with my Mac Pro server, my old one that I've got here. I remember Tyler used to use that one occasionally in our other game, Dan. So that's another option too.
Yeah, I'm tracking. That's interesting. Maybe in the future, other sessions, I should be able to use my tower, so we should be okay.
So are we going to go down and try and crack open that door, or can you use the keys to open the gate and get out of the area? I mean, it doesn't do any good to just leave right now, because with the guy in the area
For
killed,
sure.
they're going to know something's going on.
Mhm. If there's anyone left to know at all.
yeah.
Oh, our luck doesn't run that way.
That's true. So yeah, Barak would totally unlocks the door.
All right. And one more thing I need to look up quickly.
If you need to, Matt, I can. One of my skills is to make them sick. I think I've got a thing that makes them. It's like a vomitous ranged attack.
What are you talking about? The bugbear's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Right.
Yeah, I smashed him.
Hey, he's already down.
He took a swing at me. I was going to try and be nice, but then he swung at me, so I had to beat his face in.
Well, if dude laying on the ground is faking, we can make him sick.
I don't know. He was trying to make amends. He threw his armor at you.
Take my armor.
Okay. So you notice the slump body to the east. You searched the bugbear and found the keys. And then you're coming over to the main gate to open that up, right?
Yep. We come out and join everyone else and consider this door to the south. We just want to secure the area before we talk to the person slumped.
Gotcha. All right. So I have half of us on the ready check, waiting for everyone else to finish checking before we proceed.
Barak is checked and Dan can't check.
That's right. Okay, so we're good. All right. So you come over to the main gate and you start fumbling through the keys. There's at least a dozen keys on the ring. And
Cool.
you try the first one. And that doesn't do it. You try another key. And that doesn't do it. And about this time, while you're trying the second key, the door to the south opens and out step two figures.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, well, Paoli was ready for that, and yeah.
Oh,
Do they look hostile?
I would say so.
A little bit.
God, why do I feel like they changed the interface on me so much? I'm like fumbling all around it. Let's try this.
I don't know.
See them guys.
Okay, they look pretty hostile, so yeah, I've got my bow aimed at them. But I'm not shooting yet because it's not my turn. So what are they doing besides looking very cranky?
Let me just get everything set up and then I'll give you a little more of a description.
Awesome.
All right. So at this point, two figures step through. One clad in armor, one clad in robes. The one with the red block M is the one in robes. The italicized M is the one in armor. Well, let's see if I can give you any more of a description than that. Okay, so and just to make sure. All right, and one last check. Whoa. Oh, that doesn't work. Sorry about this, guys. It's always something different that gets popped up.
Of course.
Yeah, not what I'm looking for. All right, let's try this again then. All right, ad hoc time. Sorry, guys. Let's do this in the party sheet. Let's see. I'll probably see the best way to do it.
Dice. You rolled our dice.
Strange, strange, strange. All right, back over to that. Hey. Well, a strange sort of way that actually does make consistent sense. All right. So,
There is one of the M's is scripted and the other one is a, serif font. Which one is the one in robes?
The red one.
the red one with the serif font.
Okay.
So apologies that I don't have better descriptors for them or identifiers. So them stepping out of the room was rather unexpected, needless to say, and it does manage to surprise half of you. Kaylee, Mizram. Actually, Kaylee and Mizram are the only two that are surprised. The rest of you managed not to be. That does seem
That
strange. Yes.
that doesn't make sense because I was.
Issues.
It
I
does
was
make sense from
definitely
Mizram because he's
expecting
not in
somebody.
line. Yeah, it does make sense from Mizram because he's not in line of sight. He doesn't see them come forth. For you, I'm rather surprised, but yeah, unfortunately, for a change, you had a low roll, Alex. So maybe you were looking
Well,
for
that's
something.
unfortunate.
Yep. And so maybe you were looking in the other chamber, waiting for something to pop out, or you were well, you're back there, so you wouldn't see the slumped figure in the back.
Needed that particular moment.
Yeah, I had specifically said that I was waiting for something to come through that door.
Yeah, I know.
So
And
I
I
don't
actually
know how to make-
I specifically chose the roll that would give you an advantage, but you unfortunately rolled really low this time.
Wow.
Fumbles or fumbles.
But yeah, that's problematic. I don't know how to
Well,
make that.
What happened is
I
I,
don't know how
was
to make that
coughing up a
fit.
furball. A distraction.
Well, the
Which
good
is
news,
especially-
the good
which is
news is that it's
especially,
really not going to matter, Alex, because even
Okay.
though you may be surprised, you still are not the first one that they are aware of. There are three other
Okay.
figures that immediately catch their attention, and so they're not even aware of you.
Okay.
That being said, almost simultaneously, the one to your right, the black M with the armor, picks up a crossbow and starts taking aim at Fekish, while the robed one starts flashing a wand and pointing it at Haig.
Oh, lovely. Are we rolling initiative again?
No, we're in the same initiative cycle right now.
Okay.
So,
Of course he does aim at me.
Human or drow?
they are humans.
Okay.
Yep, definitely a good question. Sorry, I did not clarify that, but yes,
That's all right.
they are definitely.
I'm sorry. They are soon to be corpses.
Could very well
Very,
be.
very true.
Very well be. All right.
That's what's surprising to me. I was expecting drow, and they're not drow.
Yeah, you thought there was going to be more of them, huh?
Yeah, I was convinced there was going to be more drow, and those are not drow. There we go. Now
He
we
gets a +2 to his save because he's within my aura of protection. If there is a saving throw.
Oh, good God. I'm sorry. I'm totally fumbling around the interface today, guys. That's why I'm going so slow.
All right. Everybody has off days.
There we go.
To
Oh, shit.
bugbear?
You gave it to the bugbear?
I know. I hit the wrong button.
That's the wand he's waving?
Yes, it is.
No.
Interesting.
Now, is using the ability of a wand, is that casting a spell?
No, it is
No.
not. Because you do not have to be a spellcaster to use a wand. Okay, so Haig, please go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
One sec.
Maddie Haig, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
Hang on, I got too much shit on my screen. Hang on.
Which is also good because you get the +2 on it. So
Well, that's what I was trying to set up. So hang on one sec. I gotta open Barrack sheet. So I have Haig targeted. No, I fucking. There. There you go. Nothing save. 15.
You feel a tingle crawl up your spine as he waves the wand in your general direction. And for a brief moment, you feel a loss of all sensation and control, but you're able to shake it off. Meanwhile, the other
Well,
one,
darn right I am.
huh?
I said, you're gall darn right I am.
Meanwhile, the other one launches an arrow from his longbow, aimed firmly at Fekish, and it does land a hit. And Fekish takes 5 points of damage as it lands in his hip.
Ow.
His right hips, to be specifically. But with that, Kaylee, you now have the opportunity to respond.
Oh, good. Excellent. I am going to shoot at that one. And there we go. I targeted it. Oh. Is that a hit? I targeted it, but it is not showing me whether or not I hit.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird. And you're doing it at that one. So let's do that. See if that works. Yeah, it's a hit. Make sure you target it again, though. I don't think it took at the target.
I don't see it on the combat tracker. When I scroll my combat tracker, I don't see it at all. I was able to target the token, but it does not.
Neither do I. Are
but
they
they
hidden?
don't have tooltips.
That's weird. That's very weird.
Did you
I'm not
remember?
seeing them on the combat tracker.
Do you remember to put them in the combat tracker, Keith?
Yeah, they're in the I see them in the combat tracker.
Are they visible in the combat tracker? There we go. There's one, and there's the other. Okay.
That was it. Another change to the damn interface. Oh, unable to target token not linked to combat tracker. That's strange. All right. Yeah, I guess I screwed something up when I ad hoc'd it.
Stupid hawks.
Okay. Okay. Do I get sneak attack damage?
No,
That's true. They
we're
didn't
not-
see you.
They were not paying direct attention to her. It doesn't mean that she wasn't visible. Not
Correct.
to mention didn't specifically say you were hiding before you came in the room, and you don't have
Right.
any of your allies next to them. So I would say no at this point.
Okay. But I can still shoot him.
Yes, you can. And hurt him.
Yeah, and then actually I'd like to duck around the corner.
Okay.
There we go.
And that means Fekish can now respond to his injury.
Da-da-da. Shit.
We just have to do our targeting through the combat tracker since the tokens aren't properly linked.
So let's not do that then. Okay.
You still got yourself targeted, Fekish.
Me? Didn't
Yeah.
realize I targeted myself. Okay then.
Combat tracker says
There
you
you
do.
go.
There we go. All better.
Nope, now you got rid of both of them. There you go.
Da-da.
The fun of trying to implement D&D on a video screen.
Right. With lag and everything else. And I just had it. What did I do with it? Bloody hell. Ha. Ta-da! And damage. And right there.
Well, that was very unimpressive.
I know. I'm good that way.
It's it still did 5 times more damage than the initial roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are they at? One's down that much, one's down that much. All right, so Haig, you are now up.
You want me to just do a full Jaeger, Dan, or you got a plan in mind, or?
Hold on, I gotta look at the screen again quick.
A mage and a fighter of some sort to the south. You're about 10 feet away.
Oh, right.
The mage is on the right side. The guy with the crossbow is on the left.
Maddie should go.
Well, looking at the screen, the mage is on the right,
If
but to
there's
Haig's perspective, the mage is on the left.
To the northwest of the black M.
Like that?
Okay, take it. Start with the. All right, but I got to leave some. Let's go for the Ranger first. Triple whack him.
Triple whack.
Whack attack.
All right.
Yeah.
Barthel. What's in your
smack.
main hand, Barthel or the Sunblade?
Oh, it says it says in the attack menu at the top which one's main hand, which one's off. I don't remember which one's which.
Hang on, I got it.
Well, maybe it doesn't, but I think I do. I think I do Sun Sword main, Barthel off.
Okay. So first swing with Haig. 19 to hit. Didn't that attack him targeted? No. Nope, it's not fucking targeting.
And you're attacking which one?
The Ranger, the black M, but it's not letting me. It's on every time I click on Haig to like use his actions, it won't let me.
Yeah, let me do that quick. Probably go easier. There we go. All right, it's targeted, and then I'll just drag this over to here. No, wrong one. Not you. One that you're attacking. There we go. That's a hit.
All right. Roll damage. 10 damage. Offhand with Barthel. Oh, crit.
That's what it looks like.
Damage.
Okay. Wow, that took a while. That really took a while for it to figure it out.
And
But
then
nice
Haig will
solid decapitation.
Yeah, he'll step over and take his third swing at the mage.
Jeez. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Can you target the other end for me? Because it's
so give me a
auto. Yep. Yeah, they definitely changed something recently with this.
Well, part of this is screwed up because I ad hoc'd the
word.
and the tokens are not linked to the combat tracker, so that is part of the problem. But I still say they screwed something up on me.
Oh, for sure.
Godly software.
And am I targeting the right unidentified?
Yeah, you have the right one.
Okay.
The magic using one targeted.
All right. Grab the D20 pool. Swing at the mage. Ooh, 14 to hit.
Gotta love those weak armored mages.
Yeah.
They've done some. They did some internal recoding so that subclasses and subraces could be created without having to recreate the original class and race that they are attached to. And I was expecting that to be a breaking update because I haven't updated yet, but you apparently have. I haven't updated.
Hmm.
And I was able to connect.
And
I
didn't
thought
see
that
any
would be a
I didn't
built-in
even see a
update.
warning about mismatches, which I usually do if someone tries to connect with an older version.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's the copyright notice. Elohir, Fecus. Shrike, pork chop. I'm sorry, you didn't connect until later. There you go. Pork chop. Oh, Alexandria connected. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about you having a version mismatch. So, and I know I updated this morning.
Interesting.
So
I
there are
did
some
not.
things
I have not
behaving
updated.
differently. There are some things
That's
definitely
weird.
behaving differently.
Yeah, I haven't updated. So that's just weird.
All right, but I do believe that takes care of all of Haig's actions.
Yes, it does. That's Hake's turn.
Okay. And that allows us to go to Varric, who still has the keys in his hands, trying to open the gate.
Yeah. Man.
So you have a choice. You can try another key and see if you can open it. And I will call that a free action if you succeed on the first one. Otherwise, you can drop the keys and pick up something ranged and shoot through the bars or do something similar.
I will attempt for the free action open. Let's see what the dice gods have to say.
If it doesn't work, though, you won't have an opportunity to drop and target, though.
That's okay.
Okay.
I feel like these guys have, they've got this under control. Yeah, I just use my turn to try and get through the gate.
Okay, and I will roll on that one. And that key does open the gates.
Yeah.
The third key you tried.
Cool.
So that means you got your move and your action still.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, then I will rush this mage and he's getting pummeled.
Yeah, I would say he's probably just a wee bit intimidated at the moment.
Just decapitated his friend.
And
Yes.
probably just a bit.
And he's
squishy,
staring
too.
down now 2 Goliaths.
Yeah.
Yes.
In little armor.
Probably rethinking his profession choice.
And I'm just making sure I get all my business here. I'm going to smite him. And yep, I've got him targeted. First swing with the hammer. Oof. 18 hits. Sweet.
Nice.
23 damage.
Apparently he can take quite a blow.
And then, my extra attack coming in with the mace.
Oh, God, damn second attacks. Really throw you off whack when you're dealing with opponents and only still have 1. And you drop the mage.
Bring the mace right up underneath his chin.
And Redreth was just working up his motions to put the other mage into a stasis so that we could question him or something, and then his head comes off and he just kind of drops his hands.
Sickening crack.
And of course, they didn't close the door behind them, so you can now kind of see into the room that they came out of. But yeah, that pretty much is the end of any responsive activity.
I mean, I've got a couple of, I could hit him with a couple hit points to lay on hands and bring him back to life if you really want to talk to him, Redriff.
Oh, no, not really.
Cool. I'm going to go through his pockets and shit.
Why do I get the feeling you use these face like as a placeholder for your mace?
Yeah, I just kind of left it there.
All right, so you go through the magic user's pockets. Immediately you notice the wand that I showed you earlier. But he also has a potion on him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll call the
Those
wizard.
are fancy.
And let's see if I can find a graphic for that. I just might. I just might. Okay, and you can see an image of it in the campaign play section in Discord.
Okay. Ooh, potion. Ooh, wispy little potion.
But that's all that
Nice.
you find on his body.
Okay. And Haig would probably search the other guy.
You think? Well, he does have a longbow on him. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly special.
Okay.
And what else? What else? And a long sword. Well kept, but not especially notable.
Mhm. I will use like a piece of leather to pick up the wand and the potion and bring them to Redcliffe.
Okay,
I just don't want to touch them.
that makes perfect sense. So you haul those on over to Redreth. You still have the keys, or is that your brother?
Yeah, Varric has the keys. Yep.
Okay, so we still have the other three in the hallway.
Yep.
What are the rest of you gonna do? Are you gonna just let them loot the chambers?
Loot, give me loot.
Redreth would absolutely go in and take a look around.
And I'll let everybody know about the slumped over human in the cell. And I'll say maybe somebody else will have better luck figuring out which key.
Well, you have the door open, so we don't even need to bother. Or is his cell is probably
His
locked?
cell
too?
is locked. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we can go interrogate him and be like, "What's your name? Why are you in this cell? Are you a good witch or a bad witch?" Kind of thing.
but Redreth will go and examine this room to see if there's anything to find in there. And Keith, there's an investigation check in the tower for Redreth, checking out this room down here just to see if there's anything worth finding in there.
Well-lit torches illuminate this 20-foot square room. Bunks line the walls, and a table stands in the middle of the room. In the table, let's see. Sorry, in the southern bunk, or under the southern bunk, you find a chest.
I will call out to Kaoli that there is a chest down here, but I do not know if it's locked or trapped or anything like that. And then
Well,
kind of keep looking.
then I will float over and investigate said trap or said chest. Because that's kind of what I do.
Varric and meander over to the cage and try to start sorting this guy out, asking him questions. And I think that like Haig decapitated the one guy, but Parks was more of like an internal decapitation. Like his head's still attached. His neck's just a little bit longer than it should be.
All right.
Nice.
All right, so Kaoli's in the room over there. You go through the bunks, you find the chest that he managed to point out to you. Go ahead and do your investigation check. You find no traps. And you feel pretty confident that there are none.
Okay.
Are you opening said chest?
Is it locked?
Nope.
Then sure, I will open it cautiously.
As you open it cautiously, immediately the glint of the torchlight and other fires in the room begin reflecting upon a mass load of coins within the chest.
Excellent.
Woo-woo.
Beautiful.
Among them including platinum, gold, and electric.
Oh, leave the electric.
And Redreth, I see that you did an investigation check also. Was
That was for the room, for the search in the room.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right, so and you did find the chest. So all right, so
Yeah,
that was good
okay.
for that. So Redreth, you have the potion and the wand. The wand, you already know what it is. I presume
do.
you should. Well, Varric should be able to tell you the effect that he shrugged off.
Haig did, yeah,
Or
Haig
Haig,
did.
sorry.
the poison.
No, it wasn't poison, it was paralysis.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That's why it was a tingling up your spine and a loss of sensation
Okay.
and motor control. But then you shrugged it off. 1 point lower, you would have been paralyzed. But because you got to almost experience the effect, you're able to tell Redreth what it almost did to you. And so Redreth, you know what that is. The potion, not quite so lucky. So apparently the magic user was reaching for it.
All right. So I can do identify, but that will take time. So depends how much time we want to take. It says it's a ritual, it'll take a minute. So
No,
Yeah,
rituals
rip
take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
it just says casting time 1 minute. So
Yes,
for
but
identify.
so
Close.
to cast it using a spell slot, it takes 1 minute. To cast it as a ritual, it takes 1 minute plus. It takes 10 minutes because it's a ritual plus its normal casting time of 1 minute, so 11 minutes.
Correct.
Let's see. It's a first level spell. I'll just do the minute and spend a spell slot.
Okay.
So mark off a spell slot. So there I identified the potion after a minute while people are looking around.
Okay. And with that, I will go ahead and drop the contents into the party inventory. Of course, it didn't show up. Let's try that once more. There we go. So in addition to the 150 platinum pieces, 2,200 gold pieces, 1,200 electrum pieces, you also now are the proud owners of a wand of paralysis with, actually, let me double check, make sure we have the right number. Where's that? Where is that?
Wand of paralysis.
Wand
and
actually
10
has 10 charges left.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Very
And
good.
A potion of gaseous form, apparently.
Yep.
And anyone
That's
can
awesome.
use the wand, right?
Except from someone forbidden from using magic items like a barbarian.
Okay. Being the wizard, I'm obviously expected to cast magic, but would someone else who typically doesn't cast magic want to use it? Because it could be a clutch move in a certain battle to have someone who's not expected to be able to cast magic to be able to whip that thing out and paralyze someone.
I feel like that would be like Feckish, Mizrim, or Haig. Probably Haig would be the most surprising.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
So
miserable, for that matter.
well, but he would have to, whoever it is would have to put away, or have a hand free to be able to cast.
He could throw one
Yeah,
of
he
his
can't wield
swords
it.
and
He
then-
can't wield it with a paw.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, though, big cats are awfully dexterous with their tails. With a little bit of training, it'd be interesting to see if Mizrim wanted to, make a tail weapon.
That would be an interesting
What am I
pick.
being the most surprising for?
Oh, for that wand of paralysis, for actually having that, like in a sling on your hip or something, and being able to cast a spell. As a fighter, you would not be expected to cast a spell. And at a clutch moment, that could be powerful to actually have you be the one who can cast the paralysis spell. So
Miz, I didn't hear you respond to that. Are you still out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still here. I just imagining the thought of a weapon on my tail, and I thought, no, my luck, I'll probably end up bludgeoning myself to death or something.
Paralicat.
Yeah. Well, I'm already lying around, so I might well go with a full theme.
Hey, you can make
There
it
you go.
infectious. And now you're stuck, and you're stuck, and you're stuck.
exactly.
Okay.
So I would be fine with, hey, I'd be fine, honestly, with anybody having it. I mean, I don't mind taking it. I'm just thinking something that could be cool in a clutch moment.
No, I think that's an excellent point.
I am not 100% certain on the rules for magic items, but the thief archetype of rogue does have a high-level ability use magic device that says you've learned enough about the workings of magic that you can improvise the use of items even when they are not intended for you. So I don't know if anybody can use magic items like wands or not.
Let me take a look at that. See.
An Eldritch Knight might be able to. Let me have a look. I've got the play handbook here.
It's a wand of paralysis, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't worry, just looking through the player handbook right this minute for you. But I think Eldritch Knights could use them. You're an Eldritch Knight, right, ain't you, Dan?
I am.
I
am.
should be all right.
Yeah, he is.
It does say that a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard can use it as a spell casting focus, but I see nothing that says that it can't be used by another class.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you have magic, you can pretty much use a magic item. But I'm dual wielding weapons, so like Varric wouldn't be interested. Haig would have to, like we said, he would have to drop one of his swords to use the wand.
Now, the one thing I would say is that if it is a non-arcane user, non-arcane user is not going to be able to recharge the wand.
I dig that. I like
Yep,
that
that's
rule.
true. Now the
So,
other,
but I don't think that's really going to be an issue for you guys because, being that you are a cooperative party, I see no issue with saying, hey, Redrith, can you recharge this for me? Sure, no problem.
the other side of that whole being surprised is being the sneaky one. KLE would be another good person to have it, because being able to sneak into a place, hide, and then cast paralysis on somebody without them even knowing that she's there, that's another big win there too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, I mean, that's.
I'm looking at the description of the wand, and it says rarity, rare, requires attunement by a spellcaster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Never mind.
So this item
Yep.
specifically requires a spellcaster.
Thank you. Okay.
Not necessarily all
but
magic items, but this one specifically.
No, I did not see that, and you are correct. So that
And
does
it's
require that, but that pretty much doesn't eliminate anyone from the party except for hey.
Hell,
And I've already got 3 attuned items, so I can't use it anyways.
It does eliminate me.
Could.
it doesn't eliminate Hag, because Hag's.
I was going to
spellcaster.
say, I am a spellcaster.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, the only one who,
spellcaster.
all of you are spellcasters in some form except for KLE.
Yeah.
Yep. And Redrith's out because he already has 3 attuned items.
Well, we were looking for someone else that could make use of it besides Redrith. So
Yeah,
the
exactly.
only one that appears that can't use it would be KLE, presuming they want to attune to it.
Right. So very good. I vote Haig.
Yeah, it's that attunement
Okay.
mechanic that I keep forgetting about in 5e. That's why I overlooked that. But yeah, it does say it in the rarity that it does require a spellcaster. So my apologies for that.
Yeah, I vote
The only
Hayes
thing I'm
too.
attuned to is my Barrier.
All right, so we are going to be cutting it a half hour early today. So let's take our last 8-minute break and meet back at the top of the hour.
Okay.
Sounds good.
See you in 8 minutes.
All right, you ready, Jim?
Okay. For what?
You still got your ears on? So
Go ahead.
we have the video switcher set up in the tower.
Yeah.
But we've got the video switcher set up in the tower. But we want to live stream to YouTube while also having a live monitor send to a display outside of the tower. We don't want the 10 to 40 second delay. So how do we run OBS from the switcher, but still send a live real-time display outside?
I hope you have a heck of a powerful computer, or you're going to get a delay regardless.
You still there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You get a little
Did I
max
lose you,
headroom
Jim?
every now and then.
Oh, you can't hear me?
We can hear you
You
now.
can sort of hear most people.
Okay. That's kind of odd. All right. Can you hear me, Dan? Well, maybe I'll try disconnecting, reconnecting.
I don't know how much of it's you and Dan, or Dan's connection though.
I thought it was just my connection, but apparently it's not.
No, yeah, of all of us, I think Dan has one of the worst links, just because, like he said, like that area Hemlock, the service just takes a shit.
And the more people you get there,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
worse it is.
I see what you're saying.
Mm,
Is there a way on the,
mhm,
which, do you have an
For
Android?
sure.
Well, it's not a heck of a powerful computer, but it's not.
You sound like a robot right now.
That
Yeah, you're like you're talking super slow. It's so funny.
yeah. Is it coming in and out? Is my phone?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, sometimes you come through like crystal
getting the
clear,
delay,
and
me
then
or Jim?
other times
So I
You.
can turn the phone.
Is it
Danny.
my?
This and inside.
Yeah, you're definitely cutting in and out.
Where are you off to?
Away.
Leaving me for good, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
Dan just called me on the phone so we can get rid of that weird stuff.
Word.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Everybody else seems to be coming back too.
Oh, all I'm gonna say is I'm glad we got a brown carpet up the stairs because I decided to spill all my hot drink chocolate all the way up the stairs. No one gonna notice.
Nah.
Okay.
I just went through and tightened up the party sheet. If anybody needs some of those gemstones, just let me know. I just don't like having everything in the party sheet. It bothers me. I was hoping that our cleric would take the diamond, and if we get a chance, maybe get it chopped up into smaller pieces.
Okay.
Because there are spells that require diamonds and sometimes consume them.
Wouldn't that be
And we
more
don't want it to
age?
consume. We don't want to consume a 5,000 gold diamond for a
No.
100 gold diamond spell.
I
Yeah.
agree. But wouldn't that be more the mage rather than the cleric?
No, your
No,
revivify
because I'm
stuff
thinking
is diamonds.
of revivify.
Yep.
Okay.
If
300
our,
gold diamond, I think, isn't it?
yeah, if our mage wants a diamond for something like chromatic orb or chromatic sphere or whatever it is, that does not consume a diamond, he could take his diamond out of our 5,000 gold piece diamond. But I was mostly thinking of the resurrection style spells like revivify.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Faux shizzle.
But we have to get it chopped up into pieces first.
Yes. Next time we're in
And-
civilization, we'll find a gemsmith.
And I think for revivify and the other resurrection style spells, I think the smallest unit is 100 that is consumed, 100 gold pieces, and they say diamonds worth X amount of gold. So I think you can have multiple diamonds, unless our DM says otherwise. As long as the total gold value is equivalent.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to me casting spell to bring you back from the dead, I'll just be oiling up your dead bodies.
I'm
Seriously.
suddenly having visions of a diamond on a spit like a Greek hero. Here, carve a piece off. Here you go. Oh, you need a 500 gold piece one? Here. Okay, so maybe we'll have a hammer and pick instead of a slicer, but still, same idea.
Yes, same idea. But
I'm
really, we
sure-
should just take it to a jeweler and have them chop it up into nice, easy to use pieces.
Or could just smash it. Then you got dust and pieces.
True.
I don't like the
Could do that.
the dice roll that would be involved with that though.
All right, so I presume we're going to pick up now with Barak approaching the haggard form in the corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
And I'll
so
just
Over here, you see someone who apparently is a prisoner. He's been abused and tortured. He's got all kinds of bruises and cuts and other wounds all over his body. He's been emaciated. He's obviously been here for quite a while, but he doesn't appear to be dead, just unconscious at the moment or in some kind of deep sleep.
I'll toss a ration at him.
He's not dead yet.
And start fiddling through the keys like I'm deliberately not looking for the key. But I'm going to make it look like that, right? And I just want to know what he did, who he is, what he does, and try and get him out of here.
All right, so rations, huh? Not exactly something that triggers the nostrils, not like, fresh warm bacon or something like that.
Sure. We got some prestidigitation they can chuck at this guy.
Oh, that's a good idea. That definitely seems to stir him. He wakes up, startles, looks around, looks up at the Goliath in front of him and seems a bit startled before noticing the food.
Yeah.
And he looks at the food and he looks at the food very wantingly and then looks up at you suspiciously and he's like, "Oh, what is it now? Is that time again?
Time for what? I'm letting you out, friend.
Are you gonna poison me again with something that looks good?"
No, I killed that other bugbear.
He looks behind you and sees the dead body on the floor. "Oh, this must be a dream. I'll just go back to sleep."
That's a terrible idea. What are you doing in here? And I'll test the key for real.
Me? Oh, the cultists threw me in here a few weeks ago. Slavers apparently hired them. I don't know what they've got in mind, but I can only imagine it's not good. Is the Sheik okay? Is he still alive?
As far as we know, yes.
Oh, good. I am Tonus Granicus, Guildmaster of the Sand Voyagers.
Aha.
Oh, shit.
What was that? Who was that?
That's Dan. He's at the fairgrounds and has really terrible connection.
Gotcha.
Well, we've been looking for the Guildmaster of the Sand Voyagers.
We have. How long does it take me to find the key?
I thought you weren't really looking for it.
Now I am. Once he says that, I'm going to be like, "Oh, okay, bud, hang on." I've got you now.
We need to get to the Sheik. He needs to know what's going on down here. He needs to know that the Sand Voyagers, control of the Sand Voyagers, has been taken over.
So now this will be a discussion for the rest of us, but obviously he's somebody that would be good for parlaying information from what we want the Sheik to know about.
Absolutely. And it's further validation of everything we've seen down here.
Yes.
I'm going to ask this guy, has he seen, what's his name? The son with a C that we interrogated and kind of went south.
Yeah, I need to make sure I get the names right too at this point. So give me 1 second. Make sure we're talking about the right ones. No. More names with the sheet. So many people in this camp, kind of hard to keep track of them all. Okay, Sheikh Qasim Aslan. Okay, Qasim is not the eldest son, that is the Sheikh. His eldest son is Hassan, and his second born son is Chorus Ikoth.
Chorus, yes.
Sounds very Russian.
Has this guild master seen Chorus down here?
I wouldn't be surprised, but no, I have not.
We've seen him come down, and I'll let him out. Hand him a water spoon.
So we want to get this person up to the Sheik, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be what we really should do at this point. And then we're going to come back down and we got to deal with the big bad evil after we get some rest. But who knows what we've got to say to the Sheik. This at least, I don't know if this does anything about the brother who was involved, if this guy doesn't know about him. But
Right.
at the very least, more information might help the Sheik make some ideas
Yeah,
or make some decisions.
it vindicates our original argument or validates our original argument. with it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, if nothing else, he can at least confirm that the presence of the cultists, even if he can't associate them with anyone specific, and B, that he's the head of the Sand Voyagers, and someone else is obviously taking control of them while he's been down here. I mean, you knew he was missing back in Bralazar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say we get this guy to the Sheik, but we also have to figure out a way to make sure nobody fucking comes down here through the obelisk like we did. Right? Like we got to post up guards.
Well, the Sheik would probably be able to help with that once we get the
Yeah,
story
that's
straight.
true.
He would be able to get a contingent of his dudes to
Right.
say, you guys are the only ones in and out.
Yeah.
For their investigation kind of thing.
And it's the middle of the day, so we know the cultists won't be popping in and out. So, yeah, let's get this guy up.
That is a good point.
And I still have my level 6 lay on hand, so I have 5 hit points left to pump into this guy to make him feel a little bit better.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take care of.
Yeah, let's get him stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some more experience points for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
We're still about another 8 to 9K away though from next level.
Yeah.
It all adds up somewhere.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And actually, once you get out of here and report back to the Sheik, you're going to be due for a chapter reward too. So I don't know if that's going to quite be enough, but it will definitely put you pretty damn close.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have definitely spent enough time down here. Question is, where are you going from here? But let's get
Disneyland. Oh, sorry.
Let's get up there and talk to the Sheik. See if we can get that taken care of in the next 5-10 minutes so that everyone can leave on time.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else that you guys wanted to do down here.
No,
No,
not
we've
really.
pretty much checked it all out.
Or have you?
I look around, Redrith looks around, mentally cataloging where we are in case he needs to dimension door back down here.
That's not a bad idea.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
I mean, could you shrink me and then teleport with me?
I can
That's the
take
thing.
one person with me, I think, regardless.
Well, I'm bigger though, right? It has to be your size or smaller.
I don't remember.
You're still a medium-sized creature, aren't you?
I was just gonna say, yeah. Am I considered medium or large? I think we're still considered medium. Like we're bigger, but we're not large.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
you're considered a medium. You're considered a medium creature, except where it pertains to carrying capacity.
Cool. Yeah. So you
Which
could
is
bounce
not
back
quite
down
as
with one of
good
the
as,
brothers.
which is not quite as good as the 3.5 version, but it's still pretty good.
Okay. Arg, this stinks. I'm not sure if I failed to put stuff in there or it got lost somewhere by the system, but you guys should have 3 of those gems now, right?
Yes, they're
Yes.
in my inventory
You have
because
all- you have
Kayla Lee
all
is hanging
3 of
on
them?
to all 3 of them. Yes.
You have all 3 of them. I'm
Yes.
I'm
And
Uh,
Redrith has the staff.
I should have all 3.
yeah, I'm
We
Yes,
had
you
agreed
do.
that I was carrying them all.
Yeah.
Oh, you still had to create the item in Fantasy Grounds for the 3rd one.
Thank you. Okay, so that does explain that loss. All right. And that does mean actually there is one item missing from here that I really would rather not draw specific attention to, but at the same time, I can't allow it to be forgotten.
Who's got the scroll case?
Yes, that.
The what?
Okay.
The scroll case that we found with the in the same room as the 3rd gem.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It says don't open
Somebody's
it
got
on
it.
pain of who? Or something. I thought there was a message on it that says don't open it.
Yeah, it belongs to the mage who defeated the Ifrit last time. Do not open.
Martek. The
Yeah,
one who supposedly set this all up for you.
Yes.
Oh, do not open.
Somebody's got that scroll case, and it's not me.
Redrith. Redrith. has
Redrith
it.
does.
I think it's yeah.
Redrith has it.
Okay.
Don't we have the blessing of Martek on this kind of like quest that we're on? Like we have that dude's blessing, right?
Best not to count on it if you don't have to. We will eventually be opening that scroll case, most likely, but we didn't want to do it down here. We wanted to go up back to the surface.
Okay.
Is
You'll
the
find-
scroll case an item? I don't see it in my inventory.
It is an item.
But apparently I did not create it along with the other gem. That's why I was saying I have to make sure that we don't forget.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Now, the inscription that is on the outside of it is the last thing that we posted in the Ancient Inscriptions channel. And Alex did translate that already.
Yep. Property of the good mage Martek. Do not open. Most secure.
Oh, I knew it. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna put it up there, but let's see.
We rolled dice.
Ms. Mr.
Yay.
Miz. You have an epiphany, our dear druid. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Just want to
Good,
make
good.
sure you're there. So something occurs to you. We're going to accept that, you know, while you're going through inventory, you come across the scroll case and at least a few of you are reminded, oh yeah, we also found this. What are we going to do with it? And you remind yourself of the inscription. You said, yeah, well, we'll put that aside. But something occurs to Miz as you guys are passing it along. And remembering the song in the tavern that you guys heard back in Bralazar and the tale that was told to you by Amun al-Rakib when you first arrived in Bralazar, you realize that everything that has been going on to this point, all the way back to the troll cave, which brought you to this strange land, apparently was all set up in the first place by Martek. And whether or not he intended for you and your companions specifically to be caught up in this current set of events, it's kind of hard to disavow that you are the ones that are currently caught up in these events. And so it occurs to you that perhaps that warning message is not meant for you, but for anyone else that might be trying to accomplish this goal or steal his treasures or acquire the sphere of knowledge, sphere of power for other reasons.
Valid point.
And presumably Mizram would
Does
share this
does
thought.
I was gonna say, does Mizram relay that information?
As I just said, presumably Mizram would share this thought, or at least he would be having the conversation that would bring this thought to mind amongst the rest of you. And I will leave it at that.
Yeah, I will share the information. I'll be looking at my paws, and I'll be like, and then my brain, and then all of a sudden my head slowly lifts up, and I'm like,
Or at least that you pose the question to the rest of the group. Do you suppose
Yeah.
maybe Martek meant that for everyone else and not us who are been sucked into this?
Redreth looks at Mizram, gives him a long stare as his mind is working the gears through, and then he kind of does the internal face palm a little bit, and then he'll pull out the scroll case and open it.
Yes. Bark's gonna be like, that's totally what I was saying.
Okay. Let's see.
What animal do I get turned into this time?
Valid
The
question.
hippopotamus.
All right, let's see if I can figure this one out. This is going to be a little more fun now. So, which way are we going to go with this?
Pygmy elephant.
It's 1, 2, 6, 3. Okay, so that's the middle one. Is that right?
What do they call the Maricopa? Those things that look like they're smiling smugly all the time.
Oh,
Nope, that's not it.
oh, really? Did they do that to me? Hold on a second. Oh, you pain in the butts. It's not that one. Oh, maybe it is that one. Or is it that one? Okay, I'm dealing with a misnumbering issue. Give me a moment. So many editing errors in this amalgamation that I have to frequently cross-reference stuff. It says 6-3, but it looks like it's really 6-4. No, it's 6-2. Thank you. So good. Yep, okay, that is the right one. So now let's make sure that I got the rest of it. All right, so let's see. You open the scroll case, nothing explodes, nothing pops, nothing shimmers, nothing shimmies, nothing flashes.
There's
And
a first time
inside-
for everything. There's a first time for everything.
This is true. So inside, you find a piece of scroll paper. And presuming that we are unfurling said scroll paper, you immediately notice that there is content on two sides of said scroll. On the first side, you find this.
Oh, that looks vaguely familiar.
On the reverse side, oh, good Lord, you pain in the butts.
Oh, that looks very familiar.
Yeah, I would think so.
Where is the cursor?
I woke up late, so
Let's see.
kind of hungry time has come and gone.
That looks quite familiar. Let me.
On the back side of said map, you will find the inscription that has been copied to the Ancient Inscriptions channel.
Awesome. I'm trying to find, there we go. Yes, yes, this is very familiar. I'm gonna take out the scroll map that we got back in the city, and I'm gonna see if I can fit the two pieces together.
And let's see if I can put a copy of the map also in the campaign play channel. I should have a copy of it. Let me just dig it up.
So it's not a bad thing.
So I don't have pen and paper. I don't have anything that I can work on this. So I just want to say really
You might want to text that dude. I didn't understand the words.
Yeah,
you just said.
I
You don't
couldn't
have
hear
a pen
after
and
that.
paper and you just want to say something.
Communication breakdown.
For sure.
All right, and I actually have to run, so just let me know what happens beyond this, okay?
I think
Post it in the channel or
I
something.
think we're going to call it at this point. You guys have enough
Okay.
information and stuff to think about for the next couple of weeks. I would suggest that you discuss it, and I'll try to keep an eye on the channel so I can answer any questions.
Sounds
yeah.
good. I'll see you guys later.
Have
Yeah,
have
take it
fun,
easy,
man.
man.
Thanks for the
Thank you,
gig, guys.
teacher.
Yeah, take it easy, everybody.
You don't have to leave quite yet, just kind of wrap up the session, but saying that I don't think we're going to cover any more details at this point. Yeah.
I do have to boogie out, but I will check in with the channel and see if anything is going on.
All right. Sounds good, my brother.
Yeah, same. I got to head into work. So take it easy, guys. Talk to you in a
Thanks,
couple
guys.
weeks.
Have a good one.
Good sesh.
To your map idea, Alex, I think it instead of the maps side by side, I think the map might join on from top to bottom. So like the rivers connected, so it's like a long map.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
God thank God I put all my map items in my journal
Yeah, I was
notes, so I can link them.
I was looking at them that way.
So finding the right combination of mouse keys and whatnot to do what you want sometimes is a big pain in the butt. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so presumably you now have a new piece to the puzzle. Not too much detail, but some important ones. Okay. Well, presuming that the two of you weren't so anxious to leave, you had a good time. But yeah, at least you should have fun with the inscription. So I'm sure you'll have it done in like the next 10 minutes. Or you're already typing the translation, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Alex and Hagen normally the brained operation on transcribing the description.
Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am that I have a party with at least one player, much less two, that actually want to do the translations, as opposed to just, hey, can we roll for them?
I tell you what, I mean, me try to speak English, it feel like I'm talking hieroglyphics half the time. Never mind trying to study a foreign language. I'm so English that I struggle with my own language, if that even a thing.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot more dialects over here, and it's interesting how much we can alienate each other because we have a Southern accent versus a
Yeah.
New England accent versus a Midwestern accent. And then everyone in California is just plain ostracized, so. All right, I am going to go ahead and close out the remote session.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the share. Click off there, and I'm going to stop the recording, ending out session 51.